Let's add some follow through in the character's back. We'll bring back the visibility of our control curves, and what we're going to do is animate both the chest and the back control at the same time. Okay, and this isn't always the case. If you're doing something a little bit more stylized, you may want to offset the chest from the back, giving you a little bit more follow through in there, but we're going to keep it more realistic. So we're going to move these two at the same time here, and then later on we'll just decrease the values of the keys on the back control so that the chest is moving a little bit more, so that the follow through is a bit more apparent. So with these both selected, we'll also go into our perspective and graph view and just focus on the rotate X F curves, hit F. And we'll start by selecting these keys on frames 45 and just adjusting them so that their tangency gives us a better flow, thus giving us a better flow in the animation. Okay, so once we've done that, what we'll need to do is delay the pose of the back from the COG. So let's take these keys on frames 55, selecting it from the graph editor so we don't move all of our keys around, because remember we still have our character set on. So we'll just select these two keys from the graph editor and delay them some. So we'll hold shift and right mouse button click and drag, or middle mouse button click and drag, excuse me, to the right, so that those keys now lie on about frame 65. Okay, so now what we get is that delay in the back some. Alright, great. And now we can continue with the follow through. So remember, it's going to follow through with the COG, the rotate X of it. So as the character is now moving back and rotating forward in the COG, let's have him rotate forward with the in his back on about frame 79, just slightly like that. So here's what we get. Alright, and then as the character is moving forward, it's going to rotate back at about frame 93, so we'll go there and rotate him back slightly. Okay, we can check that out, see how it looks. Alright, maybe even a little bit less. Let's take these keys on frames 90, 93, hit F to frame them and get an even better view, and just move them up a tad bit more so they're not moving as much. Alright, great. And then on frame 100 we'll have them move up ever so slightly. So on frame 100, let's just rotate them forward a little bit, and even take these keys and decrease their values. So we'll just move them down, holding shift and middle mouse button, clicking and dragging down. Okay, and then we could get a better view in here to see how they look. Alright, that looks pretty good when we scrub through. Alright, great. So let's go ahead and check out a play blast now with these fixes. So we'll just scrub through to make sure our character's in shot and render one off. How about from here? Here it is. Excellent, so that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and work on decreasing the values now of the back control so that we can get the effect we're looking for as far as the follow through goes. So we'll select the back control, and let's go into our perspective and graph view again. Go to the rotate X, and here's where I introduce another trick. So let's go ahead and hit F to frame this region and even get a better view in here. And what we're actually going to do to decrease these keys is hit R to go into our scale mode. And what we're able to do with our scale is basically change or decrease the values of these keys all at the same time. So what we'll do is make sure that our mouse is at about the center point between these keys, and then we'll hold shift, middle mouse button click and drag down. And notice what's happening right now. Now our keys, the values of them, are decreasing at the same time. Okay, so that's another powerful technique using the scale mode. So with that done, let's go ahead and check out another play blast to check out our results, hiding our curves and rendering another one off. Here it is. Great, so we're getting some nice subtle follow through in our character's back now. Cool, so with this done, we've completed the follow through for the character's back right now, and that's also finishes up this lesson. It wraps it up, and in the next lesson we're going to work on the follow through for the head.